Hello everyone, today I'm going to do a quick unboxing for Broken Sword Reforged, the Collector's Edition. Now this is the edition you got for backing the game on Kickstarter. Now I believe I backed this game in March 2024, so it's been a while. I only received this box this week and I'm just going to show you what was inside. So there's the original artwork, well not the original artwork, sorry, the new artwork. And yeah, I'm not really a fan. It's a bit dark and it's a bit boring. I mean, I saw this on the Kickstarter and I was hoping that this isn't what they were going to go with for the final product, but unfortunately they did. As you can see, the main box slides out to reveal the original artwork. This is the artwork that I'm used to, and I much prefer this. I think it's way more colourful, more striking. It's just a much better piece of art. Now, this doesn't really have a whole lot to do with the game either. I don't know who that's supposed to be. There's a lot going on in this image and not much of it is really to do with the game. But as I say, it's a nice piece of art, so I much prefer it to what we have now. Here's the game. Again, the artwork, not a fan, but that's not what's important. It's about the game itself, and I was very happy with the game. The game lived up to everything I hoped it would. You know, they did a great job with the remaster. I have no grumblings with it. Played it, completed it, and thoroughly enjoyed it. It is now the definitive way to play Broken Sword 1. Here's a game manual. This has character information, story information, lore, how to play, development notes. I believe it's 76 pages, full color. Yep, 76 pages. Pretty good. I would say that's probably the best thing that came with the collector's edition. A lot of information in there. Looking forward to reading through that. Here we have the USB-C stick. One side says Revolution, the other side says Broken Sword Reforged. And there's the USB stick that came out, shaped in, of course, a sword. And we had a manual script. Now this is probably the key item in the game. I mean, the whole game is really based around deciphering this manuscript. It came with a plastic wax, well, made to look like a wax seal. It's that image of the three men riding a horse. And here's the manuscript itself. It's made of some sort of material with the print over the top. Pretty good image. I quite like it. It's I don't know what the size is, whether you could frame it. I don't believe it's A4. Or A3 rather, but it could be. Not sure if I'd want to frame it, but it's yeah, it's pretty good. If I can show you the material, you can see there it is actually material with the picture printed over the top. And last we have the figurine. Now this is what delayed this collection. Revolution were unhappy with the first batch of figurines that they received, so they went again. There's a picture of George, a nice picture of Paris, and the wax seal again. That image is the image, the loading icon for the PS1 game. So, seen that quite a few times. And here is the statue of George. I'm not too sure why they decided to go with George. I think it would have been better if they went with maybe the goat or the clown, or, you know, something a bit more interesting. I mean, George, I like George, of course. I love the game and he is the main character, so I guess it makes sense for him to be the figurine, but he's just not all that interesting to look at for me. Yeah, it's a guy in jeans with a green jacket. You know, it's pretty good statue. I'm not sure how well my camera's going to pick it up, but yep, that's George. And there we have it, the collector's edition of Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars, Reforged. Was it worth the wait? Well, I never really cared about this stuff, to be honest. I backed it because I wanted the best game possible, and I believe we got that. You know, I'm very happy with the game. This collection, yeah, it's okay, I guess. You know, nothing out of it really stands out. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Probably just, you know, put it in a cupboard somewhere. But I wanted to back the game, and I was hoping that they would release Broken Sword 2 Reforged, and they have announced it. So I will be backing that, and I will probably back the collector's edition of that. So come back in, what, 5 years, and maybe we'll do an unboxing of that here too. Thank you for watching.